Learning to Manage Stress is the sixth session in a series called the Academic Enhancement Program, sponsored by the Bumpers College. Learning to effectively manage stress is not only a good skill to help you be a successful student, but it will help you successfully manage your life. It is also helpful to recognize these characteristics in others so that you can help them be successful as well. The first step is to understand how to recognize stress symptoms. Stress can be manifested in three different ways. The first one is by physical symptoms. These can include having a dry mouth and/or sweaty palms. Individuals may experience a tension headache, indigestion, diarrhea, or insomnia. Another way to recognize someone is under distress is through observing their behavioral or emotional signs. Have you or a friend noticed you are being more critical of yourself or others? Is the person exhibiting defensive behaviors? Do they seem depressed? This can include long periods of inactivity, sadness, or hopelessness that lingers beyond a few days. Stress can also be exhibited by panic or anxiety. Students can also demonstrate stress by being in a denial state, such as convincing themselves and others that they performed better on a test than they really did. Another behavior that is very common among college-age students is an increase in alcohol consumption. The third way stress can be recognized is through intellectual signs. These can include lack of attention to details, forgetfulness, freezing up or going blank, lack of concentration, or preoccupation with particular subjects or activities. Take a few moments and reflect on your own experiences. Can you identify a pattern where you are experiencing one or more of these signs? Being able to recognize these symptoms and the situations you are in as they begin to happen will help you begin to effectively manage or even reduce the stress triggers in your life. To avoid anxiety, you must be in control of what you think. Several processes can help you gain control, such as being prepared. Nothing creates confidence like knowing the material. This is where good study habits are essential. Taking control of all the elements of a test will help decrease the possibilities of an anxiety attack. Preparing a weekly action plan will also help you gain control. Some other ways to prevent anxiety, which is the precursor to any stressful symptom, is taking control over your own fears and expectations. Believe in yourself. You've prepared or arranged a fixed study time. You are familiar with and understand the material, so you should expect success. Believe it or not, lucky charms sometimes work to take the edge off. You might have a necklace or even a lucky shirt or hat that you like to wear on test days. If wearing red on the final day of a tournament can work for Tiger Woods, why can't that lucky charm work for you? Regularly scheduled private meditation or yoga, whether daily or weekly, can also have a positive effect on preventing stress or anxiety in your life. By now you should see there's no magic bullet. Everyone has their own techniques, and it is up to you to apply what works best for you. Even with the best preparation, sometimes you may recognize that you are experiencing an anxiety episode. At that point, simply stop. If you're taking a test, put your pencil down, lean back, and try to relax. Refocus and think about the test questions, not focus on the results of the test. Take a deep breath. This will help you relax and improve the flow of oxygen to your brain. Remember a time when you were successful at an activity. Did you get a base hit or a home run? Maybe you did really well on a speech you've given recently. Take a moment and remember that you are a winner, and you are going to be successful with this task too. For me, I once had a huge fear of public speaking. And even today, there are times when I'm getting ready to present a speech or a workshop, and I feel my heart rate increase and my palms become sweaty. I've realized over the years to recognize it, stop, take a deep breath, and remember a time when a presentation went really well. In addition, I always paperclip my notes. When I step up to the podium, I unclip my notes and hold on tightly to that paperclip. The spring action that it allowed gave me something to hold on to without distracting the audience. And a couple of deep breaths really help as well. If you find yourself where you are experiencing numerous stressful events, you may find it helpful to incorporate some relaxation techniques into your daily schedule. This first technique can even be done if you're in a testing situation or in class. First, make sure you are sitting down. Close your eyes. Place your feet flat on the floor. Fold your hands in your lap. Take a deep breath and let it out slowly. And repeat it several times if necessary. This activity will help you get your breathing and heart rate under control where you can refocus on the project at hand. Another method for relaxation is the tense relax technique. Go ahead and try this exercise now. Clench your fist. Now, while keeping them clenched, pull your forearms tightly up against your arm. While keeping your arms clenched tightly, tense all of the muscles in your legs. Now, while keeping all those tense, clench your jaw, and shut your eyes tightly. Take a deep breath and hold it for 5 seconds. Then slowly release it. This sensation will provide for you a refreshing feeling and letting all the stress leave your body as you begin to relax. A third relaxation technique is called the favorite scene. Take a moment and think of a relaxing thought. Perhaps it's a favorite place or activity. Maybe this could be a hammock in your backyard or possibly your favorite fishing hole. Take a few seconds to imagine yourself at this place. Allow those positive feelings to mentally carry you away. Take a few minutes and focus on those positive emotions this place brings. Taking time out to have a mental vacation will help you calm down and regroup, refocusing on your positive energy and allowing you to finish the task or test you have to complete. None of us want to spend our lives in a cave. We can't truly experience life without some sort of stress. So let's take a few moments to discuss ways of coping with stress over the next few slides. When you feel you are under stress, stop and ask yourself why this situation is stressful. Giving the stress attention, addressing the issue, can help you set it aside and allow you to finish your assignment or exam. Once you finish the exam, you can address the issues that were creating the anxiety. Any chance those issues may seem to have disappeared? Another method for coping is by ranking your concerns according to the importance to you. Then take one hurdle at a time. It is difficult to deal with everything at once. Oftentimes, anxiety or stress comes from our brains experiencing an overload. None of us can give 100% attention to 2 or more things at once. Accept that reality and pick one issue to address, and you'll likely find that the activities didn't take near as much time as you thought it would. Develop good coping skills. Placing these concepts into practice can be very helpful. Here are some phrases to deal with various stressful circumstances. I'm feeling warm and relaxed. I'm totally at peace. I'm utterly calm when. Now, you fill in this blank. Avoid stress-producing situations. Try and schedule your time to avoid the stressful situation. Problem solve instead of worrying. Determine your options in the situations that worry you. Look at the pros and cons of each option. Weigh your feelings about choosing the various alternatives. Another approach is to ask yourself, what do I want to do? What should I do? If there is a conflict between the two, ask, What is in my best interest to do? Make a decision and close the issue. Some additional coping skills include developing a sound outlook on life. We are what we believe ourselves to be. People are disturbed not by things that happen, but by how they view them. Don't strive for perfection. It just doesn't exist. Focusing on the present, not the past. If you've made a mistake in the past, learn from it rather than blame yourself for it. It is also important to give up old resentments rather than dwelling on them and making yourself miserable with them. Next, realize your talents and limitations. Each person has unique talents and skills. Becoming aware of your talents and developing your potential will help you to know and understand your limitations. It also sometimes helps to share your concern with others, someone you trust and respect. Do not keep it all up inside. Let it out. Work off the tension by some structured activity. Running or walking are often effective. 20 minutes of daily exercise is highly recommended. Maintain adequate rest and nutrition. Most people need 7 to 9 hours of rest a night. Also, think about what you are placing on your plate in the dining halls. Or are you working through the evening and grabbing fast food late at night? Regular, nutritious meals will help keep things in balance. Speaking of, balancing work and play. Don't forget to reward yourself with a little fun. You need and deserve to refill your cup. Another great method for managing stress is to laugh away your stress. Just laugh. Laughter is contagious. In adversity, use humor to cope, to survive, and to grow. Do the things you enjoy doing, even if they seem odd to others. Laughter is usually relaxing. Allow it to come, and don't suppress it. Recognize what makes you laugh and put more of it in your life. Take college seriously, but not so seriously that you forget to have fun. Take your responsibilities seriously, but don't take yourself so seriously you don't have to be serious to be responsible. Practice laughing at yourself. Make fun of your own mistakes. A good sense of humor sees the fun in everyday experiences. It's more important to have fun than to be funny, and you'll be able to laugh away your stress. By recognizing stress symptoms, developing a plan to prevent or at least alleviate anxiety, finding a relaxation technique that works for you, developing good coping skills, and remembering to laugh will help you learn to manage your stress in a healthier manner. If you'd like help in developing a plan for your life, feel free to schedule an appointment with me. Remember, we can't afford to completely avoid stress, but we can certainly learn to successfully manage it. A PDF of the PowerPoint slides are available to download in Blackboard for your review. I encourage you to complete the brief quiz to identify how much information you retained, as well as to demonstrate to your academic advisor or instructor that you've completed this program.